welcome to my last stay as part of Low Cost Living. I've managed to get my hands on a horse box which has been crossed with a Ford Transit van. Why don't you come inside and I'll show you around. So it's actually very basic living inside. I don't own much furniture, television, any of those kind of things. However, I've got a couple of chairs. I've got a few pieces of artwork which my friend very kindly painted for me. A hula hoop just in case I get really bored. And this is my bed up here. It's actually very snug at night. The only problem you've got to contend with is obviously there's quite a lot of people walking to and fro around here, and in the middle of the winter it is actually starting to get very cold, so I've managed to sort of tuck myself up in about 5 sleeping bags. But besides that, you know, I'm a 2-minute walk from my office. I really can't complain. In terms of the practicality of living one of these, the first thing you need to do is actually find a site in the first place. I started up in Clapton, up in East London, with a friend's development site up there. Unfortunately, I found the amount of traffic and some of the people around me slightly off-putting, so I've relocated. Is this a long-term solution to affordable rental options in London? I'm not so sure. In terms of price, I managed to rent this off some friends who I met at a festival in the summer very cheaply. However, what you've got to contend with is, as this is a diesel engine, I have to pay £100 per day every time I want to move it due to the low emission zone operating within the M25 barrier. So already it's been clocking up the pounds quite significantly. Also, you've got to bear in mind insurance, fuel. I don't actually have a shower here either, so it's also a gym membership you need to think about. So actually, on paper, it looks like it could be quite affordable, but already I found this one by far the most challenging. Thank you very much for watching. This is unfortunately my last destination as part of Low Cost Living. However, if you go to the website at Low Cost Living on the Estates Gazette, you'll be able to find lots more features. I've still got a couple more articles to write on there. Also check out my Twitter feed at Low Cost Living for more updates. I, for one, am very much looking forward to going back to some more straightforward accommodation, I think. Cheers.